Labour says if it wins the next election, it'll provide free school meals for every primary school pupil in England, and it will pay for them by charging VAT on private school fees. Jeremy Corbyn says it will improve the health and performance of young children, but critics say Labour's sums don't add up. As our correspondent Danny Savage reports.
School meals, a political hot potato which Labour is reheating.
Have you met the Prime Minister?
The Labour leader was at a holiday club in Lancashire talking about free school meals for state-educated primary-age children in England, paid for by adding VAT to private school fees.
What can be more important than making sure our children are properly fed? What can be more important than making sure our children grow up with a balanced diet and a reliable lunch every day they're in school?
It's the families of these private school pupils who will be paying for the initiative, a prospect which doesn't impress head teachers in the sector.
I think it's unworkable. I doubt if it would happen, but the thing is it wouldn't be just taxing the rich. These are the very people who are struggling to send their children into private education, paying twice through their taxes and making the choice of wanting excellence.
It costs £9,000 a year to send a child to this school. If Labour gets their way, a tax of 20% will be added to the bill, pushing up fees by £1,800. These two ladies have put 4 children through independent boarding schools. They are dismayed at Labour's plans and say the rise will price families out of the independent system.
Oh, it will make a huge difference for most people who are just about affording to send their children to private school. I honestly think that's the majority of people who do without holidays, they do without new cars.
I think that it will be a deal breaker for the majority of parents today. My own daughter is now sending her child to the same prep school that she went to, and I know full well that the majority of her friends will not be able to continue if they have to pay another 20%.
But there are those who support a tax on school fees.
Because I had children in private school, also had them in mainstream, and when we could afford it, yes, I wouldn't have minded paying for the people who couldn't.
Labour has pointed to research it claims shows that providing free school meals at primary level raises children's grades. But the actual researchers clarified their position today.
Our research showed that there was a positive academic benefit to having universal free school meals in deprived areas. It said nothing about whether it would have the same impact if you rolled it out nationally.
Labour says the tax could raise £1.5 billion a year. Danny Savage, BBC News, West Yorkshire.